everybody, and welcome to Savagely Delightful, a podcast exposing the schadenfreude nature in all of us. Each week, your co-hosts John and Chrissy will be coming at you with different stories of people making the kind of dumb mistakes that we all just love to hear about.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Savagely Delightful.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Chrissy.
And I'm John. This is episode 22.
22? Yep.
Got it right. Cool.
Yep, that is right.
All my days are kind of messed up now since my semester just ended, and I don't have to be on, like, a strict schedule.
Yeah,
so
not after work, at least.
Yeah, not after work, and so everything's just kind of, like, a little more laissez-faire.
Yeah.
And I actually get to relax a little bit. So, no, I have no idea what day it even is.
Yeah.
But it's been nice.
Do you have any other updates?
Nope, that's about it.
No?
Yeah.
Well, an update for the podcast. I have been working on a website for us. So a website outside of just the website that we have from like our hosting website. So that should hopefully be up and running soon-ish.
Super easy way to submit your stories and check out our other episodes. What else can you do on there?
I mean, it's just got like an about me. I am going to link it to all of our social medias too, so that you can see like different pictures we post or anything else, just all on one platform.
Gotcha.
And just easy access to different stuff. But yeah, hopefully that'll be up soon. I'm trying to work on it, but we'll see.
Chrissy does like 95% of the work for this podcast. She gets all the credit.
I try. I do what I can.
I just get on here to look pretty.
To look pretty.
Yep.
Nobody can see you.
Exactly.
Oh, whatever. Whatever. Also, this past week, I think it was, I forget if it was India or Singapore now, but we hit number 46 for comedy interviews on their charts.
For what?
For comedy interviews. That, like, topic genre.
Oh, we hit 46?
Mm-hmm.
Damn!
Right? We didn't hold it for long, but we were there for a hot second.
That's awesome.
I think right now we're at 130 on, once again, I forget if it's in India or Singapore.
Out of how many?
I mean, there's thousands and thousands of active podcasts.
Ooh, look at us. Damn, I'm excited.
I don't know who you are in India or Singapore, but
we love you and thank you.
We see you.
I mean, it's honestly mind-blowing.
Right, it really is.
We're only 22 episodes in, and we're, like, still struggling to keep, like, a consistent routine.
Oh, absolutely.
And we're like, right now, we're sitting on the floor in one of our rooms. We don't have, like, a proper studio
tote
set up.
Boxes as our little tables with their microphones. It's a very modest setup, to say the least.
But it's not about any of that kind of stuff. It's just about us having some fun.
Right? Like, until we actually have some money to kind of put into this, it just kind of is what it is right now.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah.
We like making the content.
Right. And, like, if people saw this from the outside, they'd be like, what even are you guys doing?
That's some good shit.
But we're doing the damn thing, nevertheless.
We're here.
But if you want to contribute to that and get us off the floor, you can support us on Patreon.
Yeah,
but
that'd be great, but we're still having a fun time down here.
Until then, we're just chilling on the floor, and it's fine.
Yep. Ready for the first one?
I am.
Alrighty. My first story was submitted by Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
Hey, girl.
Hi, girl, hi.
Hey, girl, hi. She writes, 5 years ago, I was gifted a poster of my classic cinema idol, Audrey Hepburn.
Awesome.
Right? It was, if you guys don't know, like, Audrey Hepburn, one of, like, some of her most famous movies are Breakfast at Tiffany's, Roman Holiday, and My Fair Lady.
I mean, if you don't know who she is, get out of under that rock.
Yeah. She goes on, it was in a gift exchange among one of my gaming groups with a guy I've been exchanging wiki faces with, and I was very, very excited to get it. When it came in the mail, my mom recommended framing it, and I absolutely did not want to ruin it, so I decided I wasn't going to open it until I had a frame for it. Well, my life was pretty unstable for a while after that due to school and work. I moved around 15 times in the past 5 years. And every time I moved, I carted this poster canister around with me, intending to get a frame for it, but never actually making the leap. I mean, 15 times in 5 years. Imagine moving 3 times a year.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's stressful.
I hate moving. I'm so glad that we have a house now and we're kind of more settled down. But yeah, that's definitely rough, especially when you're going to school and everything. Like, it seems like it's constant moving. So we get the struggle. My goodness.
She says, recently, I've settled down enough that I decided to finally frame it and hang it in my office.
Cool.
Today, I wanted to open it to double check the size so I could get a properly sized frame. Now, I am damn excited because it's been 5 years and I have been anticipating opening it this whole time. I remove the plastic cap and tip the canister. Nothing happens. I glance in it and don't see anything. I assume it must be a smaller poster than I expected, so I pop off the plastic cap on the other end. Still nada. Get a spot with better lighting. The canister is freaking empty.
Oh my god.
5 years and 15 moves carting this empty poster canister around as one of my most prized possessions. And if I had just opened it when I received it, I could have resolved the issue and actually gotten my poster. But I don't think Amazon will take claims on purchases from 5 years ago. Unfortunately, I lost touch with the dude, so I'm unable to share this story with him, but hopefully you all take this as a lesson and open your gifts when you receive them.
That sucks.
It is. Like, kind of SOL on that one.
Right? And all that hype after that long. Yeah, and they finally open it, and it's like, what the hell?
After 5 years, and you're like, son of a bitch.
Right.
But, yeah, now that you're settled down, you can hopefully just afford the exact one and exact size that you wanted.
Yeah, hopefully.
Silver lining.
Right.
You know? But also think about...
I think it was also the sentiment, though, of it.
Yeah, I get that.
But
yeah, a gift from somebody is better than just buying it yourself.
Oh, yeah.
But think about this. What if he gave the canister to her knowing that it was empty to set up a time for them to hang out so he could give it to the person on a date? Like, in person. But then, like, she never looked and never called, so now he's, like, stuck with this random poster and a girl that ghosted him.
That is the cutest movie idea ever.
That never happened.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, man.
Imagine being that guy. He's, like, just stuck with this Aubrey Hepburn poster, and he's like,
wow, I guess she doesn't like me.
Yeah. Oh. I just never opened it.
Oh, man. I don't even like that you brought that up. That poor girl is probably... Poor Melissa.
She's like, I have to find him now.
Right?
What happened? Because they were exchanging winky faces.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's like a dick move to even bring that up. Ugh. Okay, you ready for my first story?
I am. Hit me.
Okay. So this is coming to us from Eric.
What's up, Eric?
And it involves his... I don't know if it says it... His partner. I don't know if they're boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband, wife, or what they are, but his partner.
Significant other.
Yes, Kate. So, he says... This mess up occurred in our camper van. So he says, I had eaten a burrito or two and was dropping some absolute bombs before falling asleep.
All right.
I only have about 8 hours between shifts, so getting as much sleep as I can there is pretty important. Around 1 a.m., I was awoken by the CO propane monitor beeping loudly, which is something that is scary as hell if you've ever read about CO poisoning. So carbon monoxide poisoning.
Don't you just like slowly fall asleep?
I think that is one of the things, but it's also like headache, nausea, like flu-like symptoms also.
Yeah.
He says, well, it had a propane indicator, which for the life of me, I couldn't figure out. I had taken the propane system out last week. So, like, their alarm's going off for seemingly no reason. He says, I was crouched and had silenced the alarm when my body expelled another big wave of leftover burrito fume. And as it hit the monitor, it started screaming for me to please God stop the torture.
Oh my God.
Realizing my problem, I cracked my windows and turned the fan on only to have it go 2 or 3 more times across the night, waking me and ruining my sleep for the night. I had a horrible, smelly zombie day today, and it was all due to my ass.
Oh, man.
And, like, he later, like, wrote, like, later down, like, the email or whatever, that Kate has no idea why it happened.
What do you...
He didn't tell Kate why the monitor thing was going off.
He didn't tell Kate that his farts were causing the CO2 monitor to go off?
Jeez. She doesn't know that it was his rank ass, so she is possibly finding out by listening to this.
I hope so.
Right?
I could just imagine she's like slowly turning her head to look at
him.
Like, and you like, motherfucker.
But that would be so hilarious, but embarrassing, but so funny.
It reminds me of our time at Cabela's.
Oh my God.
There was one time I was passing gas so hard in my car that
this was like when we had first started dating too.
And you're still with me.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was going into the seat and stuff, but, and it kind of like, I don't know, collected in the seat as I was farting.
It's cloth seats.
Yeah. And so, like, we would roll the windows down and everything, but we got out, went to Cabela's, and then we came back out. And as, like, I think it was as I sat down into the chair again, it, like, expunged it back up from the foam of the chair, and you could just re-smell the entire fart all over again.
Well, but this was also when you had your Malibu, so your windows didn't work.
Yeah.
So they were stuck all the way up.
Yeah.
There was no airing that out. And 2, it was a hot day, so it was like roasted farts.
Yeah.
All just stuck in your car.
Those were some great times,
That's
baby.
why as soon as it happened, we had to stop, and I had to just open the door. I'm like, we are not leaving yet. Like, we have got to let this have a second to air out.
I don't care how old you are. Farts are always funny. Especially the worse they are, the funnier they get.
It smelled like rotten egg. Ugh. So gross.
Talk about Schadenfreude.
Right? Ugh. So terrible.
Okay. So, my second story was submitted by KoalaKazoo.
That's a cute name.
It is. So, she writes...
He's good?
Yeah.
You sure you're ready?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm good. Yep, let's go. So, she writes, so a few years back, I befriended a pair of wild crows. Honestly, this friendship is rather one-sided in that I fed them things like cheese, scraps of baked chicken, corn, duck feed. Actually, they stole that, but that's another story. Goldfish crackers, and eggs, both hard-boiled and occasionally raw.
You mean they didn't feed you back?
No.
How dare they?
What did I get in return? Well, other than feeling like I'm constantly in one of those cool bird shows that zoos put on where birds fly overhead and come when called, nothing. Nada. Zip. No cool shiny trinkets or gifts crows allegedly will give people they like. I guess I'm simply a walking food dispenser to them. Oh, and they introduce me to their fledglings each year. So I guess I should be honored that future generations will also come to know me as the human who gives us food just because. Anyways, although I'll get up to 4 crows at a time demanding food, there are 2 in particular who I've known for literally years. Aww. I call them Sunny and Starla. I honestly don't know which one is male and which one is female, but I do know that Sunny is bigger, bolder, and gets very demanding during the spring when it's nesting time. Sunny will literally perch on the roof of my car and stare at me as I'm buckling my kitten each morning.
Oh.
Being a clever bird, Sunny has realized that the car is a jackpot of goldfish crackers. And so it's become a custom to pay my bird tax by carefully placing small piles of goldfish crackers on a nearby garden fence every time I come in so much as 6 feet of my car.
Oh my God.
If I don't pay them, I pay the wrath of an angry crow with what I now only call crow tantrums. Think yelling, low-flying swoops, and I swear that bird makes it a point to show off how sharp its beak is when looking in at me through the car window. To say I'm slightly scared of Sunny is an understatement. Anyways, this morning, after paying the bird tax twice, I was outside repotting some plants. Who flies in the backyard and starts screaming at me from a branch overhead? Sunny. Afraid I'll get intentionally pooped on if I don't pay up yet again, I reassure Sunny I hear him or her. But instead of going to the car to get goldfish crackers, I decided to opt for a healthier snack. I mean, it's nesting season, and what mommy and daddy birds eat is what the babies eat, so I'll try providing some more nutritional items during this time. So I went inside, grabbed a raw egg that was already slightly cracked, and went back outside to present my offering to the crow overlord.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, I wasn't fast enough, and Sunny had already flown away. Knowing Sunny would be back, I placed the egg on the ground next to me and went back to repotting my plants. Time passed and Sunny didn't return, so I cleaned up my tools and started calling for Sunny. For once, Sunny apparently decided to be a wild bird and not answer my call, so I slipped the egg into my jacket pocket and started doing other outside chores, and somehow completely forgot about the raw egg in my jacket pocket.
Oh no.
Nearly half an hour passed before Sunny decided to return, just as I decided to start weeding. As I knelt down to get one of the first weeds, I heard a crack in my pocket. Crap. Slimy egg innards oozed out of my pocket and onto my leg as Sunny watched overhead from a power line. I'm still not sure.
Like the jackass he is.
Yeah, I'm still not sure if Sunny was thinking, that's what you get for not paying my bird tax earlier, or, wow, you humans are terrible at laying eggs. But I'm sure it was at least mildly amusing to watch. In the end, I took off my jacket and did my best to empty out the remaining contents of my pocket.
Gross.
As I trudged inside to clean up, Sunny swooped down and started chowing down on the pile of broken eggshell and scrambled innards. At least he or she got a dinner and a show, right?
Oh my gosh. Is that like frowned upon though? To like feed a bird an egg?
That's what I was gonna ask. Like I don't know what they eat other than like seeds and nuts and berries, like that kind of
worms.
stuff. Yeah, and worms. But like, isn't it kind of weird to be feeding? Isn't it kind of weird to be feeding a bird another bird?
Right. That's what I was just thinking.
Kind of messed up, like feeding.
And chickens are like bigger than crows are, so that would be odd, even more odd to me.
I mean, I've seen videos of like people feeding baked chickens to chickens, and then just pecking the carcass apart. And I'm like, that's pretty just messed up.
Yeah.
Or like feeding bacon to pigs.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Yeah, like the whole thing's kind of messed up. Like, you tried to be nice, but ended up just being bullied by a crow.
Right? They were totally taking advantage of you.
You could even say that this bird tax was a murder on your pantry.
Oh my God, John.
Oh, gotcha!
Okay, that was pretty good. Wow.
I had to slip that in somewhere.
That was good. I did like that.
For anyone who doesn't know, a murder is what a flock of crows is called.
Oh my gosh.
But,
yep.
Man, that's just... I couldn't imagine continuously being bullied by a bird for years, and then plus its fledglings come and you have to feed them. And then, like, you have to... When you go to the store, you have to consistently not think about just you and your family and kids, but also... Wait, what does Starla and Sunny want to...
Starla and Sunny's just such cute names, though.
It is. It's like the title of a couple on, like, a 70s sitcom.
Yeah.
But it's still a really nice name.
With their bell bottoms.
Oh, yeah, and, like, the big, flappy, colorful shirts made out of silk.
Their blouses.
Ooh.
Okay, you ready for my second story?
I am.
Sorry, yeah, Leia's being very needy.
Yes, she is. She's holding onto your arm.
She is. I will... Stop. I will post a picture of what the hell she's doing.
Being cute is what she's doing.
On Instagram, but she is trying to distract us as well as she can. Okay, so my second story is from Jam 9711.
Drum.
And they say, today I was at the doctor's having an appointment due to testicular pain.
Ooh.
During the consultation, mid-testicle check, the doctor asked, "Have you recently had any traumas?" I thought he was trying to make small talk, so I responded with, "I mean, my parents have been causing me a lot of stress recently, not surprisingly though, seeing as that we have been locked down for 32 weeks in the house." Mm-hmm. The doctor looked at me with a very confused look while trying not to laugh. At this point, I was unsure what was funny. He then followed up with, "I meant more along the lines of, have you taken a hit to the balls recently?"
Yep.
At this moment, I realized my mistake, and with my balls still in his hand, we both started laughing. I've not felt so awkward in a very long time.
That's awesome.
And he says, "Just to clarify, there was nothing suspect found during my appointment. No lumps or bumps. Also going to throw in a friendly reminder from one male to another to check your balls."
Yeah.
But that's like just got me laughing that this doctor is holding your balls.
Yeah.
And both of you laughing at the same time. Like, that's got to be a whole new level of awkward.
That's one of those things where you don't just, like, keep them down there. You do a little check.
You don't just keep them down there? Where do you put them?
Like, well, no, like, his hand, like, he's checking them, like, the doctor. He's got his hand down there, you do turn your head and cough, you do a little check for lumps, that kind of thing, and then you take your hand out. You don't just cradle his nuts and then just, like, have a full-blown conversation.
Well, and that's, like, you don't need him to cough if you can get him to laugh.
Actually, I don't know. Maybe.
Just curtail science.
Yeah.
But you should have gone into, like, this long, deep story and then be like, I didn't know this was a one-stop shop, doctor, but, like, feels really good to get that off my chest.
Yeah.
Just, like, really go all in.
Physical and mental professional help.
Yes. One-stop shop.
Perfect.
Great doctor.
Well, my last story also has to do with testicles.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a whole ball episode.
Apparently. This was submitted by Yugle Dude.
Like it.
And he writes, "So I wanted to shave my testicles, but I don't want razor burn. So I decided to try using Nair on them."
Not a great idea.
Nair is a hair removing cream. It works by using acid to kill the hair at its roots. Long story short, I nearly throw up in pain every time I take a step.
Yeah.
My testicles are on fire like you can't even imagine. My testicles were literally bleeding, so I called the hospital.
Oh my God.
They told me the bleeding will stop, but to use an alcohol pad to make sure there's no more cream left on the testes. Like, the hospital has dealt with this so many times.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, "Look, it'll stop. Just use some alcohol pads. You'll be fine."
Right? They're like, "Not again."
Yeah. So, I passed out halfway through doing this.
Oh, God.
I woke up on the bathroom floor and decided to just get the hydrocortisone cream and Gold Bond. Trying to go to sleep now, but rolling over makes my nuts touch my thigh and wakes me up in pain. 0 out of 10, would not recommend.
Yeah. No, that sounds so terrible.
This guy is out here trying to solve, like, the real problems for men and is willing to sacrifice his own body for that risk. For our sake.
Really giving it all out.
Right?
There.
Like, he deserves a beer.
He's gonna need more than just a beer.
But damn, son, you gotta be a special kind of stupid to try that.
For real.
Like, it's corrosive cream you're putting on your nuts, man.
Yeah.
Like, testicles are a very sensitive part of the body that are drastically affected by outside stimulation, being either temperature or impact. So please don't go rubbing harsh chemicals on them. They're your friends.
Right. Oh, God. That's how... Nair is just never a great idea. There's, like, all kinds of different hair loss treatment systems that are just terrible news.
Well, I've never heard someone, like, tell the story of, "Hey, I used Nair and it worked perfectly."
Yeah, no, that's
never.
not a
I've
thing.
never heard a good story ending or starting with Nair.
Yeah, no.
You always hear the horror stories.
There's another one. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's essentially like sandpaper.
Oh.
Like, you put some kind of cream on or something, and then, like, in circles, you, like, rub stuff, like, it's like a sandpaper type thing over it to, like, get the hair. Like, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, let me just sandpaper my legs.
Yeah.
Or my nuts in this story.
Right? Like, just shave, people.
Yeah.
Just shave or wax, maybe.
Get it professionally done. That can get expensive.
So much money.
Yeah, that's true. Don't use nail on your nuts.
No. No. Okay, are you ready for my third story?
The more you know. Yes, I am.
Okay. So you should already know that. But okay, my third story is a pretty long one. So buckle in.
All right, I'm here.
Settle in. Make sure you're nice and cozy.
I'm ready for it.
Okay. So this is coming to us from the Leprechaun.
Ooh.
And she writes, okay, so this morning I posted on Reddit a conversation me and my friends had in which we all unanimously agreed that drinking a gallon of milk in under an hour is 100% possible and is an incredibly easy challenge.
Okay. Go back to like the original YouTube days and watch the milk, the gallon of milk challenge, the cinnamon challenge, all of those different like stupid food challenges people would do. Not a single person could like do it. Never, ever.
We're trying it.
2021, everything's coming back. Go for it. All right, hit me with it.
Okay, so they say my reasoning was that an entire hour is a lot of time, and that if you just slowly and steadily drink the milk while portioning yourself, there's no reason why anybody can't do it. One of the lesser challenges was doing a half gallon in an hour, and I can say from a certain experience with hot sauce a while ago that I was 100% capable of achieving that, so I was absolutely confident I could do too.
Okay, I have even more questions now. A half gallon of hot sauce?
No, a half gallon of milk after a hot sauce incident.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Super hot.
Yeah.
Relax it with milk.
Okay, I thought she drank a half gallon of hot sauce.
No. That would be...
That's death.
A whole different challenge.
Asking to die.
That is, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, sorry. Go on.
Okay, so they say, I posted it to Reddit feeling pretty high and mighty of myself on the unpopular opinions board and was immediately provided with multiple comments informing me that I was an idiot and had no idea what I was talking about.
Probably a couple of them were probably me.
These comments from inferior humans asked me to record my endeavors, and I was without a doubt ready and willing to prove them wrong.
I'll buy the milk. Come on.
So I went to my local 7-Eleven, bought a gallon of 2%, and got back to my dorm.
Ooh, it's even heavier.
I will give myself credit through my naive ego. I did prepare for the worst a little bit. I sat with a towel bib in case of dribblage and pre-opened one of the shower stalls because the toilets would not account the possible gallons worth milk that could occur from the bovilicious odyssey I was about to traverse upon.
Okay.
So, I turned on my video camera and filled up 5 approximately 25 ounces of cups of milk.
That's a different
so 5
way.
25 ounce cups.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I looked it up, and a gallon of milk is about 128 fluid ounces.
Okay.
So.
It's a weird way to go about it, but everyone has a different strategy.
Well, she gets into her strategy. Okay. It says, looking at these completely full cups in front of me, the milk carton definitely tricks you with its sheer volume. And I was realizing the challenge ahead of me, but mama didn't raise no bitch, so I went in. But, like, to put this in a different perspective, a human is, like, supposed to drink a gallon of water a day.
Yeah, so a whole day.
That's 1 gallon of water in 24 hours, which most people still can't even do.
I do that about now.
Yeah,
and
I try to.
I drink about a quarter gallon of water every I'd say every 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it over a 12-hour period, 8 to 8, yeah.
Yeah, so compare that to 1 gallon of milk, which is a lot heavier than just water.
Yeah.
In just 1 hour.
No way.
Okay, so they say, first cup, totally easy, I love milk, my father... What?
I love milk. But the end of this is going to be the extreme opposite. Right. I already know. All right, go.
Okay, totally easy. I love milk. My father, brother, and I would go through a gallon within 2 to 3 days tops. And all I have to do is this every 12 minutes, and I'm home free, and all those losers on Reddit will know how cool I am.
I mean, I loved milk too growing up. My sister... Lauren, and then my dad and I, well, it was mainly all of us, like, in the house, but my dad would have to buy 3 or 4 gallons of milk a week. Gross. For all of us to go through it all, because we were in sports, there was 5 of us, like, we were eating a lot.
Kids.
And, growing. Yeah. So we would go through probably a gallon every day or 2.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't like milk.
Day
right?
Or 2. 5 of us.
Okay, but... If you read between the lines, too, though, she gives her strategy.
Okay.
So it was 1 cup, so like 1 cup of 25 ounces every 12 minutes.
12 minutes, gotcha.
Okay. So, second cup.
I love milk.
Of course, that's just how I'm reading it.
Yeah.
But. Okay, second cup. I down this one, too, easy peasy. Though the first signal to my brain... that I was very much so satiated with my daily value of calcium was already upon us. Though this was a challenge even the greatest often failed at, I wasn't going to underestimate this challenge, but rather, like a matador, I will corral this bull with steadiness and finesse.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Third cup. This one I was able to not consistently down. I got about halfway through and I had to breathe for a second. But I have a 12-minute window to down this, so I don't have to rush. The camera is still recording. I wonder if I have to post this full hour of footage to prove it, or if I can just skip to each time I drink.
Nope, full hour straight.
Ha! Imagine the looks on their faces when they see I can drink an entire gallon. How much time until my next cup? I've got 30 seconds? Fourth cup. Okay, I finished the third cup in the time window. The 12-minute mark hit, and I didn't immediately drink it. I picked it up, inspected its beautiful color and temperature, and immediately had to put it back down because a certain noise just befell my ears. Did my stomach just hiccup? Me and humbleness have a very long-distance relationship, and as this crazy Zodiac girl in my nursing classes has informed me, you totally do give off Leo energy. And while my understanding of stars is lacking, I think that translates to, at this very moment, I definitely have gotten myself into a bad scenario thanks to my ego. I began to drink the 4th cup, and my stomach is really starting to slosh around. It's just stagnant and sitting in there, and I can feel it truly filling up. Somehow, by sheer miracle or luck, I get cup 4 down within the time window with a few minutes to spare.
Oh, man.
I don't know if that's miracle or luck or you're fucking up.
Yeah, like, this is just making me uncomfortable.
Right? Okay.
Ugh.
So, 5th cup. All I did was burp. Okay. A very small burp, but up with it came a mouth full of milk. I realized my fate was sealed. As I swallowed it back down, I knew that the second part of the challenge was actually sitting there and not puking, as the body begins to naturally break down the lactose and shit in the milk. I haven't even touched the 5th cup yet. Just decided to bring my knees up to my chest to help with the completely full stomach. Ugh. Then, I, very graciously, I should add, sprinted like a madman to the open shower, kneeled on that gross-ass floor, and prepared for the inevitable. 10 seconds. 15. Nothing was happening. So I slowly got up and went to head back to my room to hopefully finish the challenge.
Oh my God.
And then I bumped the stall door right into my gut.
Oh.
In that moment, I saw two things. The white of the milk projectile ejecting from my mouth into the shower floor from my rapidly turning head as to not destroy everything, and the vision of God punishing me for the next probably 40 years because I attempted to achieve the ways of the golden calf. It is now 5 hours later, and Reddit has won this time with their stupid facts and basic science that I chose to ignore. I am still making frequent trips to the bathroom with generous supplies of dairy for the toilet from both ends.
Oh, man.
If you need me, I will be listening to I Told You So's from the toilet.
Yup.
Which, like, that just sounds absolutely terrible. Even drinking a gallon of water in a day has me feeling, like, completely full and like I'm gonna burst.
And you have to pee every 30 seconds.
Yeah. And, like, I can't imagine doing that with something that's more complex than water.
Yeah. I think immediately of the Incredibles 2 movie when Violet is at the restaurant. It just comes out of nostrils and mouth everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing, but, like, continuous.
But, like, yeah, 12,000 times worse. Mm-hmm. But they said it was, like, a conversation with their friends, so I'm wondering if they just, like, sit around and think of different challenges that they should try.
I mean, that'd be fun.
Right?
But not ones that you know you're gonna lose, like the cinnamon challenge or the gallon challenge.
I mean...
Those are, like...
They were pretty confident they were gonna get this done, so... Like if you have tried the cinnamon one, let us know.
There is a whole trend, or there was a whole trend set on it being impossible because it basically was.
Yeah.
I don't know a single person that actually, like, got it.
No, I don't either.
Never heard of them.
I don't know very many people that even tried.
I know a lot.
Oh, I'm sure you do. But if anybody else has attempted any of these challenges before too, then we would love to hear those stories as well.
What's the Carolina Reaper challenge?
That is like a hot sauce, I'm pretty sure.
Well, the Carolina Reaper is a pepper itself, but, like, what's the
so do you just have to eat the pepper?
Okay, I mean, eating it is the easy part. What's the challenge part after? Well, once you get it in and swallowed, do you have to keep it down? Do you have to not drink milk? Like, I don't know what the challenge part is. Because just putting it into your gullet is easy. Keeping it down is probably the hard part, or not drinking something after is the hard part.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it's not drinking something.
If you have any kind of challenge, send us a story. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We always like to make fun of people.
Right? I mean, that's basically what this show is about. But, yeah, if anybody has any stories that they would like to share with us until we get the website up, you can send them to savagelydelightful@gmail.com. If you want to get a hold of us through different social medias, those handles are on the outro. Until then, do you have anything else you want to add?
Nope. We'll see you guys next week.
Awesome. Bye, guys.
Bye.
So, you may have made a mistake today, but at least you didn't mess up as badly as the people we discussed. If you did, we would love to hear about it, and we may even feature your story on an upcoming episode. You can find us online at www.savagelydelightful.buzzsprout.com, on Twitter at savage_delight, and on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at savagelydelightful. If you like what you heard today and you want to show your support, please consider donating to us on Patreon at patreon.com/savagelydelightful. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss future episode releases, and please consider leaving us a review so that it's easier for others to find our podcast. Thanks, bye!